How's it going, guys? Jacob here. Welcome back to Modern Masculinity. And today I want to talk about the concept of balance in self-improvement and life more broadly. So, in the self-improvement community, I'm thinking specifically about Hamza, there seems to be a kind of disdain towards living a balanced lifestyle. Hamza preaches that one can only be happy, fulfilled, and successful if they singularly dedicate themselves to one pursuit. This I believe to be an erroneous view. While it is true for a small subsection of the population who is either complete degenerates or completely disciplined, it isn't representative of what most people could do, what most people's potential is, or the conditions that most people thrive under. So today I want to talk about the importance of balance, how to achieve it, and what happens if you aren't balanced. The principal reason why it is important to be balanced in life for most people is that it avoids burnout. If you singularly dedicate yourself to one task at the cost of all others, it is very likely that you will encounter some form of burnout at some point. I experienced this myself this summer in my kickboxing training. I was going 6, sometimes 7 days in a week. I remember one time I went to class 12 days in a row. It got to the point that I wasn't looking forward to going anymore because I took it for granted. It was in my life all the time, and I assumed that because I was there so often, I didn't have to put any effort into learning. This led to my skills plateauing. This led to a kind of stagnant period of my progress because I wasn't actually enthusiastic and making an effort towards improving. I lacked intention, I lacked enthusiasm because of the burnout I was experiencing. And my silly, stubborn, disciplined sides of my brain did not allow me to take rest days. Taking rest days is still something I sometimes struggle with, but I think slowly and surely I'm getting better at it. And taking rest days is an important part of finding balance in your life. So not only does taking rest days allow your body to recover, it makes you appreciate the activity that you're dedicating yourself to more. I remember one time I drove to my dad's office to pick him up from work, and he was late getting out of work, so I ended up missing my Muay Thai class for the night. And I was so distressed, and it made me realize that I truly do love it very much because I was so unhappy about missing out on it, but I missed out on it, and in the end, everything was okay. I didn't die. I did some shadow boxing at home, and I went to bed happy. And it made me realize that, it's okay to take rest days. So I have to force myself to take them sometimes because I've realized that not only do rest days make you appreciate this thing that you're working towards so much more, but they also help you avoid burnout, which is, of course, not good for progress. Being burnt out means you're not putting an effort and time towards your goal, so you're not going to be improving at it. In fact, you might be regressing. So, what are some other ways to achieve balance in your life? Well, I think one of the most important things is you obviously have to have your first priority, but then you also need to have other pursuits, side pursuits, to allow you to stay, engaged, to allow your brain to have different experiences. And this just allows you to be a more balanced person. So, though Muay Thai is my main hobby, I also make YouTube videos, I play guitar, I do other things. I occasionally play Cities Skylines, I read sometimes, I do other things. And they allow me to be a more balanced, well-rounded person, is really the term I'm looking for. Another huge benefit of having all these hobbies and being a well-rounded individual is that it gives you a multi-track mind as opposed to a one-track mind. So if your brain is able to learn in multiple different disciplines at once, it is being much better utilized than if it is simply learning one thing at once. And my discipline, my hobbies and my interests are also different from one another, that all these different pathways in my brain, these different, like the musical pathway, the physical pathway, the intellectual pathway, these are all being utilized. As opposed to if I was only training Muay Thai and studying Muay Thai tape and doing that all the time, merely the physical and maybe the kind of strategic part of my mind would be engaged. So it's extremely important to have a multitude of different interests and be a well-rounded individual, as it allows different aspects of your brain's learning pathways to develop and be utilized. The best way I can put it is, it's better to be working out your full body than to simply be working out your biceps constantly. Sure, if you work out your biceps constantly, they're going to be a lot stronger than if you work out your full body, but if you work out your full body, you'll end up seeing far more benefits. I'm not improving as fast at Muay Thai as I could be if it was the singular thing that I was dedicated to, but I'm allowing everything within myself to improve because I am putting effort towards so many different endeavors. I think that I've made a convincing case for the value of balance in your life. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment. Leave a like too if you enjoyed it, but most importantly, leave a comment. I don't reply to a lot of comments, but I read them. I read every single one, and a lot of the time they give me new perspectives and are interesting, and I'll often go check out the channel that's commenting and see what kind of content they make. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Jacob Bertram, Modern Masculinity. Peace out.